Hey everybody, welcome back to Rick's Tech Talk. Today I'm going to do a quick review on this Transcend box. This is very helpful if you want to add some more features to your vehicle if you have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, so keep watching. So I'm going to start off this video by mentioning two things. And the first one is I did not get this for free. Okay, so I purchased this with my own money so I can say whatever I want. I am not getting paid for the review. I just thought it was a really cool product, so I want to throw it out there. Next thing I want to mention is that it is not okay to be streaming videos while you're driving. If you want to use this while you're parked, that's great. This can do a lot of different things, but you should not be playing video games and watching movies while you're driving. That is illegal and very dangerous. So please do not use this. And that means I am not endorsing using this while you're driving. Okay, so let's go over the specs on this guy. Obviously, it's a small box that it comes in. This is the device. So it is very small. And just on one side here has the ports. It comes with Android 13, they said, but on the box it says Android 12. So we can verify that in just a little bit. 128 gigs of storage and then 8 gigs of RAM with a quad core 2 gigahertz processor. So that's pretty fast. On the box itself, we have a micro SD card, your USB-C, and then we have a SIM card slot, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. So let's plug this in because I don't want to bore you too much with all the technical stuff. We'll just try it out and see what it does. Okay, so we're waiting for the CarPlay to come up. There's their logo. It boots up pretty quick once you plug it in. There we go. And this always comes up, so I have to hit agree, accept. And Google Maps comes up over on the side. They have like the speedometer thing here. Apparently you cannot get rid of that. That's stuck there. That's just part of the operating system. Okay, so let's click on settings. And first, let's go over some of the basic stuff. So I'm going to click on Wi-Fi because I want to show you this. It says Internet T-Mobile, and you see a whole bunch of T-Mobile SIM card. So right now, we have a SIM card in this device. Okay, so I have, I'm paying for 3 phones for $120. The third phone doesn't get used. It's my daughter's, but she doesn't use it unless we leave the house, and then we might put it on her someplace just in case. That phone has unlimited data. So what I did is I took that SIM card, put it in this device. Now this device thinks it's a phone, and it actually is associated with a phone number, which is really cool. So if I call my daughter's phone, the truck's going to ring. Okay, so now this truck has its own phone service. That's pretty cool. Otherwise, if you don't have a SIM card that you could just pop in there, you would have to do a hotspot. So you'd have to turn a hotspot on your phone, and then your vehicle would connect to your phone to get data so you could stream certain things. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to more settings. And I was just messing with this to find, where are we going to find that information about the Android thing. And I think it was right in here. Let's go into About Transcend Car Box. And there it is. Android version 13. Okay, so some of this information is going to be blocked out on the screen. I don't want anybody seeing some of my private information there. So we'll go back. Okay, so let's click the 4 little squares. Here's all the apps that I have in it right now. So you can add whatever you want because you have the Android Play Store. So there's a Play Store, so we can go in and, download whatever, games, apps. Okay, so I'm going to click the back button there. And then for streaming, I have Netflix and Amazon Prime. So if we click on Netflix, that opened pretty quick. Let's see, allow notifications. No. Let's see, TV shows. I don't know. Amy, I don't really watch Netflix, so I don't know, let's just click on something. And then going through my cellular data, it's actually pretty quick. So it's not bad. And this is not 5G. So this does not have 5G service built into this. I believe it's only 4G if you put a SIM card in this. And it is thinking. Now I did read someplace that you can change the quality of the playback so that way you're not using too much data. I haven't done anything like that. I don't even know where you find that. I don't know if it's like in the video itself or while it's playing, if you adjust it there, or if it's in the settings of the device. Okay, so that one's taking quite a while. Let's try playing it again. Let's see if it connects a little bit faster this time. Yeah, for some reason it was just spinning and it wasn't doing anything. Now it's actually loading. There it goes. Okay, so we're going to get out of this.
This is a world like no.
And back again. Back. Actually, I'm just going to click the home button here. Go back to our app screen. And so that was Netflix, and then we got Amazon Prime. So you can see that loads up pretty quick. Actually, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want Wonka. I was actually clicking on something else. And I'll see how quick this one loads. There it goes. Yeah, so it's telling you can adjust your quality so you don't use that much data. I don't know where you change that. It says in the settings or something, but I'm not going to play this anyways. Actually, we'll just click home. So let's get back into other apps and go over a couple more things that I can show you that this can do, because obviously you can see that it's like having a Chromebook in your vehicle. I can connect my phone to this device, and then I can still have that hands-free talking, but it would go through, it would be going from the phone to the Transcend Car Box and then to the vehicle. It still works great, but your vehicle can't do two devices at once, and that's why you have to do it that way. So don't pair this to your car if your phone is connected already. So you have to disconnect your phone and make sure your phone, otherwise I think it might mess up and go back and forth, kind of flip-flop between your phone and the Transcend Car Box. So let's check out a couple other things that we can do. There's Waze. I got my Pandora so I can play my music. Here's a good one. VLC. So we like to watch music videos and movies, and again, not while you're driving. So I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to say don't do it when you're driving. But if I click on VLC, VLC is like media player, okay, if you don't know what that is. And you can take videos and movies and put them on an SD card, pop it in here, and let me show you what it can do. So right now I set up a favorites folder, but if we go down and we click on disk, because that's where everything is, and if you see there, I have a folder called music videos, 333 videos. So if I click on that, look at that. Look how smooth that is. Now, I'm going to mute this in a second, but let me just show you. And if I want to go back, I have to click the floating button here, click the back button, back again. Okay, so I'm just going to click on my favorites up here. Oops. There we go. That does the same thing. So it's just loading the same thing. But I'm going to click on one, and I'm going to mute it so you can't hear it, because unfortunately we have copyright content and people get very upset. I don't know. What can we play? Okay, so unfortunately I can't play the audio, again, because of copyright content. So you can have music videos, movies, TV shows, whatever you can get on a micro SD card, pop it in here, and you have your own library of stuff, so you don't have to stream. Now another cool thing is, let's go back home, but check it out, we got YouTube as well. I mean, it loads really fast. Look at that. And again, this is not going through Wi-Fi. This is, you know, going through my cellular data. Oh, I seen Shakira on there. Shakira. So it's going to mute. Okay, so everything you've seen right there, the way I was doing, I was trying to tell it to stop, because when you're playing YouTube and you minimize it, YouTube keeps playing audio through the system, even though we don't have the screen up, which is kind of cool. So you could be doing YouTube music and then, you know, come back here to your maps. And the maps is pretty cool. So let's Google Maps. I don't really know what else to kind of show you here. You know, it's like a computer. Whatever you can do on a Chromebook, you could possibly do on this. I know we could do, let's show you a game. Okay, here's Tetris. Okay, I'll let this load. How about an Xbox controller? Okay, this has Bluetooth built into it, and we can use this. So we just hit the power button to turn it on, and it should connect. There it goes. I don't know how well you know, this works. Some games work great with controllers, I guess, and some don't. Yeah, so this one not working with the controller, but I also have a remote. Okay, so I will put a link in the description to this stuff. Okay, so here's the remote, and it also, as you watch the screen now, I just turned it into a pointer, and I think, okay, so this guy is not working either, but I have a pointer that I can use, and I can click, and as you can see, I'm not touching the screen, but I'm pulling everything up. Let's go back to the home. We'll go into our apps again. You can see it's moving over. This guy here, this is a racing game that I found. So we're going to actually try this gaming controller here and see if this works. Okay, this is a lot just to play a racing game here. This is one game I would not want to keep in my vehicle. If I'm pulled over and I'm waiting for something, I want to waste some time, I sure in the heck don't want to be doing all this while I'm playing a game. So if you know any cool games that work on Android with a Xbox controller, please let me know. Because it would be nice to have some games on here, but this is just taking way too long. Okay, so let's press any key to continue. Yeah, we'll catch him. I think I just drove through a park. I don't know where I'm going. Oh! No, not on the beach. Stay on the road, dum-dum. Yeah, let's go over here. This looks like it's going to be a jump. Nope. Taking out some roadblocks. Drive off the road a little bit. Oh, I just took that guy out. That was pretty cool. Whoa. There's my crash. Right into the wall. So as you can see, the graphics on it are pretty good. It's smooth. So I'm not a Not much of a gamer on these things, but that is pretty neat. So I'm going to click the home button, and then just to get rid of that, I'm going to click the 4 little squares here and do clear all. So let's go back to this keyboard here. So this is really nice. This was only like $15. It's I think it comes with a dongle as well, so you can use it on a computer if you wanted to. So we're going to go to, let's go back into YouTube. Okay, I'm going to show you where this could be helpful. So if you don't want to touch your screen, I can click the search up here. I flip it over. Now I can type. Enter. Aha, look at that. Pretty cool, huh? So that is that. So we'll click it, and it's even got a home button. So if I click the home button, it takes us right back. So my final thoughts on this device is that it's amazing. It works great. Might be a little pricey for some people, but depending on what you need it for, I think it's going to work good for most. Entertainment, obviously you can play some games, and if you know any games, please let me know. That would be good with an Xbox controller. Movies, videos, things like that, and be able to surf. You know, like I said before, you can open up Google Chrome and you can surf the web. Now, you don't need to get a small controller like this if you wanted to. If you got a passenger and maybe that person has a little table, you can get a full-size keyboard and mouse as long as it's Bluetooth, and you can connect it to that box, and now you got it's like having a mini computer, right? So that's your monitor. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. Now, customer service was amazing. I did have some issues in the beginning. We had probably about 20, 30 emails going back and forth, and they fixed the problem. Now, they told me I could send it back, and I was getting worried that was within that 30 days, and they said I could send it back, no big deal, but they wanted me to keep it to kind of go through and see if I could help them track down what the problem was. And we figured it out. They had me change some settings inside the, I don't know, the operating system, whatever it might be, and everything's working great. So I'm happy that I stuck with it and I kept on working with them. You know, they weren't trying to blow me off or anything like that. They actually fixed the problem, and their response time was amazing. Most days, if it was during the day, it was like maybe within 30 minutes they would respond. So that's great. So if you have any questions, I'll see what I can do, see if I can answer them for you. If you want me to test something, I'll test it, because I am keeping this box. And if there's anything else you need help with, I'll see if I can help you. Otherwise, just contact them, and they're really good on support. So hopefully you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. That really helps us out. And if you have any questions or want to tell me something that maybe I don't know about this box, let me know down in the comments. I'd appreciate it. So we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.